Welcome to Early Beach.
Oh my god.
Thanks for you. Welcome to Early Beach. So we took a 10-hour Greyhound bus from Cairns to Early Beach yesterday. Obviously arrived when it was pretty late, but saw that our apartment somehow is incredible. We've got a full-on hot tub in the bathroom, but because it was dark, I didn't realize how beautiful our view was until this morning when I woke up for the sunrise. I've just been sat on our balcony doing a little bit of editing, trying to catch up desperately because I'm still so behind on my vlog. Today is a very quick stop over in Early Beach before we head to the Whitsundays tomorrow, so we're gonna have a pretty chill day. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to the Whitsundays, which I'm so excited about. This is probably the #1 thing that I've been looking forward to in the entirety of Australia. I've seen it all over TikTok. I'm so excited for Whitehaven Beach and generally just staying on a boat for a few days. We've got 3 days, 3 nights on a catamaran with a couple of other people. Not sure how many people are going to be there, but I'm so excited. I've done a few booze cruises in my time when I was traveling in Southeast Asia, and I just wanted to go with a different vibe. I'm older, I'm more mature, I'm in Australia. I just want to enjoy it rather than party it up, which is kind of what me and my best friend used to do. So I feel like it's going to be really different for me, but I'm so excited. And obviously with that, we're going to do so much more snorkeling in the Great Barrier Reef. So that's pretty much the update. I'm going to start getting ready for the day and I will catch up with you later. Okay, we've made it onto our catamaran. I'm going to attempt to do a tour, but we are currently trying to find a spot to dock for the night, and it's getting a little bit rocky, so I will try my best. This is our little cabin for the next few nights. We do have a little cupboard that I've attempted to unpack our stuff into and organise as much as possible. And then this is our bathroom. I didn't end up taking too many clips of the rest of the boat just because I wanted to respect the privacy of the group, but as you left our room and went up the stairs, you entered the kitchen and dining room area, and then opposite to this was the back of the boat where they kept all of the paddle boards and stinger suits, and we actually had an outdoor seating area here too. And then as you continued on round the outside of the boat, sort of past the kitchen, you reached the front of the boat, which was definitely my favorite part of the boat. It quickly became my spot where I would enjoy my morning coffee watching the view. I would watch the sunsets. Harry and I would have drinks there in the evening, stargaze there at night. It was idyllic. So the rest of our afternoon of day 1 on the boat was spent just getting settled in. We had some drinks that evening, watched the sunset, had dinner, and grabbed a fairly early night. So the bathroom tap turns into your shower head and you have about 2 minutes to have a full body shower. I was delusional in bringing conditioner with me because there's absolutely no way I'm going to be able to wash my hair for the next 3 days, but although it was challenging, it wasn't as bad as I was expecting. So we're going to go to sleep. It's like 10 p.m. They've told us that breakfast is around 7 a.m. so I really do want to get a good sleep. Good morning. I actually slept surprisingly well. It kind of felt like I was a baby being rocked to sleep the entire night, which I'm so happy about because I've had seasickness once in my life and it was horrible. Wouldn't wish it on anybody. So I was kind of worried when we came here that I was going to get really seasick, but so far so good. Today we're either going to go to Whitehaven Beach, which I'm so excited about, or we're going to spend the day snorkeling. It just depends on how good the weather is. We're going to go to the beach on the day that the weather is best. So the captain's going to let us know, but for now it's time for breakfast. we've officially made it off the boat and we decided to spend another couple of days in Early Beach because we only really had one full day before our boat trip, and we used that to just chill, relax, recuperate, recover before our boat trip. So we want to take advantage, explore, actually see what Early Beach is about before we move on to our next place. So we just got to our hotel room. God, that shower is going to be a treat after the 3 days on a boat. Good morning. It's now Saturday. I feel like I've got a ton to update you guys on. I don't know the last time I actually spoke to the camera, but obviously we got back from our 3-day sail yesterday, and honestly it was the time of my life. It was everything I could have imagined and more. It's everything that I actually wanted. It was on my bucket list for a reason, and it was just unbelievable. Watching the sunset every night from the front of the boat, reading my book at the front of the boat with a drink, watching the stars every night. It was unbelievable. And I just feel so grateful to have experienced that. It was honestly the best. I feel like the only complaint I would have had was I definitely couldn't have stayed in a cabin that small for more than 3 nights, and the bathroom situation was something that I would not want to deal with again. It was just the tiniest bathroom, and basically the tap became the shower, so you literally pulled out the head of the tap and it became your shower head, and you were limited to a 2-minute shower every single day because they only had a certain amount of fresh water on the boat and they didn't want us to run out. So I didn't get to wash my hair like in the slightest, nowhere near properly in 3 days, and I just felt kind of gross. But other than that, honestly, incredible. An incredible time. I had the best shower when I got back and we checked into our hotel in Early Beach. Did such a thorough everything shower, washed my hair, washed every bit of me, and I feel so good. But other than that, obviously the trip was incredible. We did some great snorkeling, saw some really beautiful coral, and obviously saw a few different reefs. Our captain clearly knew the ins and outs and all of the secret spots to take us, because on our first night he docked us in a place where there were no other boats, and apparently he located that specific position with coordinates because he knew that there were loads of reef sharks that would come out at night, and lo and behold we saw so many. It was incredible. And then the next night he decided to dock us in a different place where again there were no other boats and a ton of dolphins came out. That one didn't last as long. I got some really blurry videos of it, but it was incredible, like not something I would ever have seen before, and I don't know if I will ever see again. So it was just really special. I loved every minute of it. I even got to try out paddleboarding one day, which was really fun. We got blessed with the weather. I was a bit worried because of all the cyclones and shitty weather that has been happening recently that we were going to get affected, but obviously here and there we got rain. It is wet season. I didn't expect anything less, but for the most part, beautiful, clear skies, sunny, incredible. I actually just could not rave about this enough. I do think 3 days was enough. We covered everything. We had the best time, the best food, made friends, obviously all of that, and I'm glad we did it with a smaller group because it felt really special. Like Harry and I had our own space and our own time to be together and enjoy it together, and it was just really lovely. Now we're back on Early Beach for a couple of days because I feel like before we went on the sail we only had 1 day and we used it to kind of recuperate and recover. We didn't really look around early at all, so I wanted to take advantage of actually exploring. Not that there's actually much to do here, but I wanted another couple of days, and I'm really glad we did that because we're both pretty exhausted after that sail. It was very early mornings every single day. We had to wake up for breakfast by 7, and obviously it was really busy. Just being in the sun, snorkeling, swimming does actually take it out of you, which I know is a massive first world problem. It's not something I'm complaining about, but I am very grateful to have a couple of days now to just chill a little bit more and spend a little bit of time doing less, if that makes sense. I think it's really easy to make yourself feel guilty for not doing something every single day when you're traveling, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity and you're never going to be back here probably, and you want to take advantage of the time you've got. You want to see everything and do everything, but at the end of the day I think both Harry and I are pretty exhausted. This morning was the first lie-in that I've had since we arrived in Australia. I woke up at around 9:30 and it felt incredible. I was going to do a sunrise run today, but randomly I fell down a flight of stairs yesterday. I have no fucking clue what happened. I fell down an entire flight of stairs. It's about 10 stairs and I'm fine. I didn't hit my head, I didn't pass out, nothing like that. I just scraped and bruised and grazed both my legs and both my arms, so they're pretty painful right now, and I was just like, why would I force myself to go on a run after that? I'm gonna take it a bit easy. Now I'm out by the beach. I'm gonna have a shopping morning because Harry has some interview stuff to prep, and given that we didn't have any signal or reception or anything on the boat, he didn't do anything the last 3 days, so I've given him the morning by himself, he's given me the morning by myself. I really wanted to go shopping and buy some new dresses, so I'm gonna do that now. They've got loads of cute little boutiques and shops around, and it looks like everything is on sale at the moment, which is amazing. So I'm gonna do a little bit of shopping because it's Saturday. I believe they've got a market open as well, so I'm gonna do that today, and then probably meet Harry for lunch and see where the rest of the day takes us. I don't know what we really want to do, whether we want to go to the lagoon or chill by our own pool, I don't know, but I know we are going to go out for dinner tonight for Italian, which I'm so excited about. So I'm gonna go shopping, see what I find, and I will catch up with you later. Can I please get just one donut? Yeah. Do you recommend a topping, or are they good by themselves?
I was gonna say they're pretty good by themselves.
Okay, I'll just do one by itself, thank you. This is the first fresh donut that I've had since I became gluten-free. I miss these so much. It smells incredible, so I'm gonna try it. Oh my god, it's exactly how I remember it being. Good morning. It's now Monday. We ended up having another chill day yesterday. It was a cycle of swimming, sunbathing and reading yesterday at the lagoon, which was honestly idyllic. It was much needed, and I ended up finishing my book. I was reading The Summer of Broken Rules. I've been flying through it. I found that it was a really easy read. I really enjoyed it. I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. I don't particularly have any complaints about it, but it probably wasn't like the most thrilling, intense rom-com that I've ever read. It was really good though. It was easy to read. I was pretty much hooked from the first page, and I really liked how they combined a light-hearted rom-com with a heavier topic of dealing with grief. I thought that was really well done, and overall really enjoyed it. But now I'm back to the good old Frida McFadden. I've started The Teacher because I was just feeling another thriller. Honestly, I'm addicted. Today is our last day in Early Beach, so I've spent the morning just by the pool. Our plans have kind of changed quite a lot since the original itinerary that we made, because we had planned to fly from Sydney to Cairns, get a car from Cairns and drive all the way down the coast and end up in Brisbane, which is where we're flying out of. But because of weather availabilities of booking things, we kind of changed our plans. So now our plan is to go to Byron Bay. We're renting a car from there and driving all the way up the coast. We're going to end up in Brisbane. Apparently there's a cyclone that's almost certainly going to hit Brisbane anytime soon, and it's kind of put a spanner in the works because we've booked so much stuff and none of it's really refundable. So we want to go because we don't want to lose out on all of our money that we've already spent, but we also don't want to ruin our trip by just being stuck inside because it's like pouring down with rain and there's a potential cyclone about to hit. So we're in a little bit of a jam. We're going to take the risk and go to Byron anyway, because at the moment it says that the cyclone's not going to hit Byron, it's more going to hit like Brisbane, Noosa kind of area, but we're just going to have to play it by ear. We haven't booked anything after Byron Bay, so in terms of hotels and stuff, we're not obligated to go anywhere after that. So our plans are very much flexible. This stuff happens, we couldn't foresee it, but it is really annoying. So that's the update for now. Like I said, we're going to pack up and head very soon, but I just wanted to get myself a bit more ready, and honestly I'm gonna end off this video here.